everyone, Rachel here with an interesting video, I hope. It is as you can see behind me, I have lots of shoes behind me down here on the floor, and you can probably guess what this is, although if you read the title of the video you'll know what it is anyway. But it is a updated shoe collection. When I did my closet tour, I asked if you guys wanted to see an updated shoe collection video, and a few of you said yes, so I figured, why not? Although now I realized I'm missing a pair. Hold on a second. Okay, that's better. So, as you can see, there's still a lot of shoes, but if you've seen my previous shoe collection video, you will know that the number has greatly reduced. And if you compare what I owned before to what I have now, you will also see that the number of heels has also greatly reduced. If you know my history, you know that I have suffered from back and foot problems, and I had this whole to-do, not last year but the year before that, where I had severe issues with my feet, and I was just like, you know what, I can't do the big heels, so I just got rid of them. Plus I got rid of some shoes that I just plain don't wear anymore. A lot of these shoes are not getting worn at the moment, but that's mostly weather related. Yeah. But I also figured setting it out this way would be easier than me going into the closet where it's really dark. And as you can see, the weather is really crappy, so I'm not really getting any natural light, so I'm trying to compensate here. So I'm sorry that everything kind of looks orangish, but the light bulbs that are on the lighting in this room are they're yellow-ish, so we're just gonna have to deal. They're not really laid out in any particular order other than the order I took them out of the closet, except for like tall boots in the back. So yeah, I guess we'll start in the back. I'll try to get, if my husband came home right now, he'd be like, what the crap are you doing, you crazy lady. Woo! Anyway, and there's a few new ones, and then there's a few that they got skipped over in the last video. So there's some new, some not. A lot of it's not, but yeah, we'll do it anyway. Whatever. Anyway, first are my rain boots, my wellies, which I bought these at DSW a couple years ago, and kind of on a whim, and I'm so glad that I did, because when it rains, it pours around here, and those are a godsend when it is pouring rain, because I really don't own anything else that's waterproof other than my snow boots, but we'll get to those in a second. I think all the rest of my boots, there's nothing new here, but I've got my gray, like, not quite UGG style, because I can't stand classic Uggs, but these are really comfy. Those are from Wet Seal. I have my black, like, biker type boots, knee-high biker boots. Those are from Wet Seal, I'm pretty sure. I have these other black ones, which have a tiny little wedge, which are awesome. Those are from, I think, Wet Seal. These brown ones that have a little bit of a heel, which is about all the heel I can really tolerate these days. Those are from Wet Seal, I'm pretty sure. I bought a lot of shoes from Wet Seal. I went on like a tear one season. My brown riding boots, those are from Von Maur, which I've worn the crap out of those this winter. As you can see on the toes, they are worn, but I've got some good use out of those. I love them. Those are, I want to say they're Franco Sarto. They were kind of expensive, but they're like real leather, so they've held up for the years that I've had them, and I'm so glad I bought them. And then next, I have my combat boots, combat boots from Steve Madden. That's the Troopa, if anybody's interested in the style. I have my brown ankle boots. Those are from Wet Seal. I have another pair of boots that are kind of look like construction boots, except they have a heel, and those are from Wet Seal, I'm sure. And then like I mentioned, I have my snow boots, which those are from Old Navy, which I bought a couple of years ago. And when I bought them, we had a really mild winter. But this past winter, again, I have worn the crap out of these. They are so warm and waterproof, and again, a godsend with this weather that we had this past winter. Hopefully I don't need these anymore. They are done for the season, but considering this is Indiana, you never know. Alright, down to mostly non-boots. Let me zoom in a little here, because if I lean over, I'll probably fall. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's see. Those heels, those are Naturalizers. Those right there. They're kind of like a dark bluish. I have these loafers. Penny loafers. And my boots are falling down. I put rolled up magazines in my tall boots, which help. But, yeah, gravity still wins a lot of the time and they fall over. Anyway, I have these loafers that are like a teal color. These are Nine West. Let's see, I have my animal print loafers. Those are from Charlotte Russe. Those heels are something. They're thrifted. I got them from Goodwill. And they're really comfy too. These are these gray heels. These are some of the tallest heels that I still have. Are Vera Wang. They're the Simply Vera Wang from Kohl's. These sandals I got from either Marshalls or TJ Maxx a couple years ago, and I wear the crap out of these in the summertime. They are so comfortable. You wouldn't think they are, but they are. For being like just a no-name brand. Yeah, super duper comfortable. I love them. And of course my Topsiders, which I was finally able to break out for a day over the weekend, last week, something like that. It hit 70 degrees and I was able to wear boyfriend jeans with the cuffs rolled up and showed some ankle, and I was able to wear my Topsiders, so I was sock free, and it was glorious. And then it snowed the next day. I was very sad. But yeah, I love my Topsiders. These, I wear the crap out of these. I have like 3 pairs of shoes that I wear in the summer when it gets hot, and those are one of them. We'll get to the other pair, but yeah, I freaking love my Topsiders. I wear these to Disney World. They're some of the most comfortable shoes I own, and I can wear these at Disney World without my feet hurting. That's how comfortable they are. I have these black ankle boots, which I'm probably from Charlotte Russe or Wet Seal, one of the two. Does it say? No. Or it does. It's too dark for me to see it, so we're just gonna go with that. Next row. Let me zoom out a little here. Get a little wonky. There we go. These are American Eagle, but they're from Payless. They're just little espadrille flats that are super cute and very nautical looking. I have these flip-flops that are Coach that I've owned for probably close to 10 years, if not more. I don't wear them very often, but I should. I'll try to once it gets warm enough, if it ever gets warm enough. These are Apostrophe, some brand. I have no idea where you'd. I think that's a Target brand. I don't remember if I actually got those at Target or if I thrifted them. I don't remember. I probably thrifted them. I have several Target brand shoes that I thrifted. Next are my Steve Madden wedges. Like I said, I can't really wear heels. Wedges are a little easier. Because as you can see, these are really tall. But they're so cute, and they're actually quite comfortable. They're Steve Madden. I got them off of QVC or a Home Shopping Network, one of the two. But they were a style that you could only get from them, and I just thought they were so cute. I've like never bought anything off of like the Home Shopping Network ever in my life, and I've not since, but I love these. These are so adorable. They look like tennis shoes, but they're not. They're wedges. The only thing is I need some way to like put a cushion between my foot and the lace holes, because the grommets, if I tie these tight enough so that the shoe is secure, I end up with the shape of the grommets and the laces on the top of my foot. It's not necessarily painful, but it's a bit uncomfortable after a few hours of wear that you're essentially indenting the lace and grommet pattern on the top of your foot. But because it's so open, it's just, I'm not quite sure how I would do that. The laces I could probably, you know, they're soft, so they're not too bad, but I need a way to like, I don't know if I get like wax or something to put on the inside on the grommets or something. I don't know. Anybody got any suggestions? Let me know. Okay. Let's see. Next are, let me zoom in again because I can't reach. These right here. Ooh, everything's looking green. Ooh, sorry. They're not really green, I promise. These are red. These are like a taupe color, but they have that snake skin. These are wedges as well. They are Kenneth Cole. I got at Von Maur last year that I wore these on my first day at my new job. I was so proud of myself. I was all dressed up like a professional, and then I realized that I could get away with jeans and flats, and I didn't have to dress up for my particular job because I work in IT. But anyway, but if I need to dress up for something like a meeting with the boss or something, I've got those, and they're super comfortable. These are just some wedges from Payless that are pretty cute and comfortable because they're wedges. My one pair of high top tennis shoes, they're not the wedged high tops, they're just plain high tops. They are Ralph Lauren, Polo Ralph Lauren, that I got at Marshall's, I think last year. That they're pretty comfy as far as tennis shoes go. Obviously they're not going to be like athletic wear tennis shoes, but I've got, like, I wore them in an outfit that I posted last year with like jean shorts and a white button up and a jacket, and it was really cute, casual, not something I normally would wear because I'm not really a tennis shoe person to begin with, although the shoe collection may say otherwise. But since they're not athletic type tennis shoes, they're actually pretty cute. These are new. I know these are new from last time. But they're just a pair of athletic shoes from Old Navy. They're purple, and now they got those bright pink laces. They're really, really, really comfortable, and they're super light. They weigh like next to nothing. They're like those, not the memory foam, but like that foam material that they make tennis shoes with now, that they're super, super light. Supposed to be like more aerodynamic or something. I don't know. But yeah, those are really comfy as far as working out. Those will come in handy. I can do outside exercise because they don't weigh a whole lot. I have these tennis type shoes. Those are Sperry Topsiders, or by the same brand that makes my Topsiders. Again, super, super comfortable. Pretty much anything I think Sperry makes, their shoes are just, they make the most comfortable shoes. Next to Tom's, which I don't own any Tom's, but I will. Eventually. I'm kind of holding off until it gets warmer because I'd want to wear them now and I can't because it's too freaking cold still. But yeah, Tom's and Sperry Topside are some of the most comfortable shoes you will ever find in your entire life, in my opinion. Next are my, to quote Matt Smith's 11th Doctor in Day of the Doctor, my sand shoes. These I've had for like 6 years, more than that. They're not Converse, but they're like Converse, like Chucks. That I bought those at Von Maur forever ago. They're actually made out of canvas material that is from recycled hemp. So not only are they comfortable, but they're environmentally conscious as well. Then my actual athletic shoes that I wear when I actually get the energy to exercise. Just a pair of New Balance that I've worn to death exercising and doing other messy stuff. I've got paint on them from when I was painting the TARDIS for Halloween last year. Wasn't going to get paint on my nice shoes. They're my Columbia, like, athletic hiking boots, I guess would be the proper terminology. These are also really comfortable to wear. I wear those at Disney World as well. Super duper comfortable. Another pair of heels, like dressy heels, office proper footwear, I guess. They are by Soft, which they are. They're very soft. They're very, very comfortable. The heel is really, you know, like nothing. Something I can actually wear. But those I thrifted. These are filthy. Shows you how often. Oh, door's opening. Ghost! Not really. I've got the door cracked open. I had the door shut so it wouldn't make any noise and it didn't work. But, oh, those are dirty. Shows you how often, like I said, shows you how often I wear them. But these are Simply Vera Wang from Kohl's that I've had for forever. I hang on to those even though the heel are really higher than I really need to be wearing, because they actually are fairly comfortable. So I figure there's something that I can have if, you know, a really dressy shoe is needed that I know I'm not going to walk around a whole lot in. But I'm going to walk around, I'll wear something else. But if it's something like I'm going to go to like a conference or something where I'm going to sit all day, but I need to dress up, like really dress up like business attire, I can wear those. These are my go-to like dressy shoes, like if I'm going like a wedding or something. But these are from Target, but they just have a really short wedge, but they're really comfortable as well. And then they're this nice bronzy metallic, silvery metallic. So metallics go with everything. So really good go-to like wedding type shoes. These thrifted, I think they're Naturalizers. Again, really short heel. These kind of a high heel, but they're not too bad. Just like a court type shoe with this like tweed type look to it with the faux crocodile. Those are thrifted. And then these are super duper comfy, but these are Anne Klein, but they're the iFlex, so they're made to be comfortable and very smart looking, classy shoe, you know, work appropriate shoe. These, you know, unless my feet drastically change size, I'm probably gonna be able to hang on to these for a long time, because the style is pretty much timeless and they're comfortable. And I actually thrifted those as well, all things considering. They're in really good shape. Now I've gotten to the point where I can crawl around on the floor. In the home stretch here. Another pair of tennis shoes. These are Skechers. Really comfortable, athletic workout shoes. My Nikes, which I've had for forever. and I've worn the crap out of them, but they are so good for working out that I just don't want to get rid of them. I like to be able to rotate through like a couple pairs of shoes when I work out, so that I don't know, just so I don't develop, because even if you wear shoes that are really comfortable and really broken in, if you wear them often enough, I don't know if this is the case for everybody, but at least for me, if I wear the same shoes over and over and over and over, no matter how comfortable they are, I will eventually get a blister or something of some sort, just because, I don't know, my feet hate me, which is always a possibility considering my track record. But yeah, it's just wear and tear, you know. If the same shoe, it's going to rub you on the same spot every time, and you wear them often enough, you're going to rub down that spot and you're just going to get a blister, even in your most favorite comfortable pairs of shoes. Plus, you know, you may get them wet, like you accidentally step in a puddle, or you may get them really dirty, step in some mud, so, you know, you need to be able to switch to another pair of shoes while those are drying, or if you had to wash them, well, you know, they gotta dry then, that sort of thing. So having at least 2 pairs of tennis shoes to switch back and forth, if not more than that, are very recommended, at least in my opinion. I found the case for Disney World too. I don't wear the same shoes every day at Disney World because your feet get tired. Even in your most comfortable shoes, your feet will get tired. You may not get a blister, but your feet will get tired. So sometimes a nice change in shoes will give you kind of an extra boost, a little spring in your step. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Anywho, next are these pair of flats that I bought at Forever 21 a while ago. And they're actually very girly for me. I'm not super girly when it comes to shoes, but I thought these were really cute. I thought they kind of look like Chanel. And obviously, I can't afford Chanel, so I went with the Forever 21 version of Chanel. Yeah, still not warm enough to wear those at the moment. Steve Madden silver flats that I've had for forever, as you can see. They're pretty worn, but they're still really comfortable. Pardon me. Another Target brand of shoes in this fun punk-ish plaid pattern. Those are thrifted. I didn't actually buy those from Target, even though they're Target brand. Silver flats that are the pointy toe and like this faux crocodile snakeskin look to them. Those are from Old Navy. Those are really comfortable too. Those are a good wedding shoe to have too. It just kind of depends on the venue. Like if I know I'm going to be outside in grass, I probably would go with those, not the ones with the wedge. But if I was going like to a church and I know I'm not going to be walking through grass, then I would probably go with the wedges. My metallic Oxfords, I guess is the proper terminology for that type of shoe. Like a bronzish, silverish color. Those are from Charlotte Russe. My nudish flats those are Bjorn's. Really comfortable as far as, they're really comfortable as far as the sole goes. They are all leather, which is nice. But I found that if I wear those when it's a bit too warm, my feet will sweat and that causes a blister, which I think that would happen probably regardless. But I found that when it gets really, really warm, that the all leather type shoes, not a good idea because my feet do tend to sweat. And moisture and rubbing equals blisters in my case, as far as my feet are concerned. And last row, another pair of Target brand flats that again were thrifted, not actually from Target, so I have no idea how old they actually are. But I thought these were kind of fun. They're this faux suede, but they're like this deep purple, and then they have the zipper detail on them. So again, not quite warm enough to wear those yet. Oh, then my sandals, my black, some brand, what is the brand? Sarah Jane Smith. No. Doctor Who reference. No. These are, they're just nondescript black dressy-ish flip-flops. Not anything to write home about other than the fact that I bought these in Vegas. So they do have a bit of a story behind them. I was wearing different shoes. My mom and I were out and about, and we were going to a show later, so we were dressed up. But we were out and about getting something to eat and stuff like that before we went to the show. And the shoes that I was wearing, if I'd been at home, I would have been fine. Being in Vegas and it being 12 bazillion degrees in the shade, again, my feet got hot. My feet started to sweat. I ended up developing blisters. So, and we were far away from our hotel. So I was like, I need to find a new pair of shoes to wear. So we went shopping and I came across these and they worked. So I bought them, and yeah. That's the story. That's the story behind those shoes. Exciting, isn't it? These are Steve Madden. Well, they're Madden Girl, but it's still Steve Madden sandals that I've had for several years. Again, very comfortable type shoes. I love Steve Madden shoes. I do. He makes some of they're really well made, and they're always very comfortable. Just a plain pair of brown sandals. These are probably from Wet Seal or Charlotte Russe, one of the two, take your pick. Not the most comfortable shoe in the world, but they're good for the summer. I wore these to the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago a couple years ago, and they lasted me for the 4 or 5 hours we were in the museum. So comfortable enough. Adding these cushion thingies certainly helped. But yeah, just pretty boring, but you know, go with everything summer type shoe. My Crocs, I love these. These are like I said, I have 3 pairs of shoes that I wear the most in the summertime. Those one Gladiator sandals, my Topsiders, and these are the other shoe. I freaking love these. I know some people can't stand Crocs, and like the classic Croc, yeah, not my thing. You're not gonna catch me in a pair of like the classic Croc that everybody thinks of when they think of Crocs. But these I absolutely love. They are so comfortable, and the fact that the material that they're made out of, they're similar to what other Crocs are made out of, but not quite. They're not as hard, that plasticky material like classic Crocs, but they're really flexible because, like I said, in the summertime my feet get hot, and with my foot problems that I had a couple years ago, now my right foot, which if you remember was the one that I had all the issues with, my foot will swell regardless of what I'm doing. Even if I'm just, all I'm doing is like running to, CVS to pick up a prescription and maybe the post office or something. I'm not out running around a whole lot, but that foot will swell pretty significantly, and the Crocs will stretch enough to accommodate the change in size in my feet. Occasionally I do still end up with the circle design on my foot, but that's just it's not anything that's painful or anything. It's funny to look at the end of the day, but not anything that actually hurts. But yeah, I freaking love these shoes, and I think Crocs still makes this style of shoe, but I don't believe they do in this color. But yeah, if anybody from Crocs watches this, I freaking love these. If you do not make these still, or you're thinking of not making these, please don't. Stop. I need like 5 more pairs of these. I probably need them in like every color, and I could just rotate through them. But yeah, I love these shoes. If it's possible to be in love with a shoe, it would be a tie between these and my Topsiders, the actual boat shoe. Yeah, I'm gonna stop declaring my love for a pair of shoes before somebody calls them in the white coats. And almost last but not least, my wedding shoes. Obviously I don't wear these, but I don't want to get rid of them because they're my wedding shoes. And I may get an opportunity to get that dressed up, maybe not necessarily my wedding dress, but dressy enough that it would require a fancy pair of shoes, that I could wear those. If you watch my closet tour, if you get to like 3/4 of the way through, something like that, and I pull these out, I tell you the story behind these. They're from Payless. Payless, at least at the time, offered you could buy shoes in certain styles, and then they had colors you could choose from, and they would dye them for you, one of those colors. And so that's what I did. I had them dyed one of my wedding colors. But yeah, there's a funny story behind these, but I'm not going to retell it here. You'll have to watch my closet tour video to hear the story behind my wedding shoes. And then last, definitely last, are the shoes I'm wearing, because I didn't bother to take them off. I had these in my last video, so you guys have seen these. I think you actually saw these when I bought them too. I'm pretty sure that I did a haul and these were included when I bought these forever ago. But they're just a pair of tennis shoes. These are from Old Navy. Again, not a pair of tennis shoes I would go exercising in, but they're great for just kind of, excuse me, kicking around, running errands like I was today. The color is fun. This like bright fuchsia color, I guess. Fuchsia, burgundy, not burgundy, yeah, more fuchsia. The gray stripe on the side. Again, very comfortable, just for kind of hanging out when because we're in that in between, like winter's not quite left, but spring's not quite here yet, so don't necessarily need to be wearing the boots anymore, because it's not quite cold enough for that, but it's not quite warm enough to be running around in just like skinny jeans and flats where part of your foot and ankle will be exposed, if you know what I'm saying. If you live in the Midwest like I do, you definitely know what I'm saying. Although I do see plenty of people out now running around with, like, you know, skinny jeans and like the Toms, and I'm like, yeah, no, what part of my foot would be exposed would be cold, and I prefer to stay warm. So my flats and everything not quite gonna see the light of day quite yet. Hopefully only a couple more weeks and we'll get warm enough, and then eventually hopefully it gets warm enough that I can start making sandals, but we'll see. So yeah, that's my that is my entire shoe collection. About the only thing I didn't break out were my cheap Old Navy flip-flops, because who needs to see those, and my water dogs. I have a pair of water dogs for when we go to do stuff that requires water dogs. Like if we go kayaking or something later this year, I'll have my water dogs. But yeah, that's my entire shoe collection. Not anything too exciting, obviously, for the most part. Lower end brands to some middle brands. Not anything too expensive. I think probably my brown riding boots are probably the most expensive pair of shoes that I own. But they were definitely worth the investment. I will tell you that, especially this past winter, where, you know, it was cold, but it wasn't necessarily snow boot weather or like wet enough that I needed my rain boots. But yeah, the leather riding boots definitely have got my money's worth in the years that I've owned them. That and my tennis shoes. You know, the ones that I actually use to exercise in, those are definitely worth the investment as well, because you're gonna want to make sure your feet don't get hurt. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, whatever, hit me up. Again, like I say in every video, all my pertinent information is in the description box. And that's all I got for now, really. Now I have to go put these all away, back where they were. This should be fun. Alrighty then. I will talk to you guys, I guess, in the next video.